little live show today from my car, a la like duty run. Except I'm by the Hudson River in Croton, so I'm going to get out of my car and I'm going to take a little walk, and you guys can see the beauty of the Hudson River as compared to the beauty of Isla Mirada, Florida, where I was just last week. But yeah, so I'm in my car, uh, and it's a pretty nice day today. Where is all my damn Coffee with Cannon fans? 35 seconds in, there's no one here. I'm waiting to see. 38, 40, come on. Oh, here we go. Some people are starting to show up. You guys aren't out of bed yet? What's going on here, you know? And I don't see anyone chatting yet. There we go. Weinbach, good morning. Kathy Bates, hello, hello, hello. Good to see you guys. No excuses overcome. I'm here from Alabama. Joycey T, hiya. Michael Makakuli. David Kahn, I want to move to Florida. I told you what my problem is with moving to Florida. My wife's job, she wants to work another 3 or 4 years. Rachella Pranzo, hello Rachella, great to see you. Jamie Bailey, good morning all you guys. You know, it's so great to be. I'm gonna, in a few minutes when I get a lot of people in the chat, I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna take a walk along the Hudson River. You can see the beauty of what I'm looking at. I know Rachella and Pete Pranzo, they live on the North Shore of Long Island. They always see in that Long Island Sound. Renelson Diaz, hello. Pauline Buckles, Kathy Bates, Candy Scarrett, good morning. ZZ Trap Pranks, what up, Bill? I like that. Not that much up, but living my life. You know, I got a great show coming up tonight, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. Joycey T, nice, nice, nice. Hello, Bill, Sundown Farms. Hello, Sundown Farms. Great to see all you. I see some new people in the chat. Stephen Adsit, good to see you, Stephen. Yeah, I wanted to get away. I had people cleaning my house. Now I want to get the hell out of the house. I hate to be around when the cleaners are there. Oh my God, you have cleaners? Oh my God. You think you're high class, do you? No, I just don't want to clean my damn house. So I hire people to do that, you know. Marianne, good morning from Lakeport, Michigan. Wow, must be cold in Michigan, huh, Marianne? Very cold, you know. I will not long for the winter once it's gone. I will always long for the summer. I like the Sundown Farm. Sundown, you better stay there. If I find you've been reaching round my back chair. Sundown, I think it's a sin, but I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Everything reminds me of a song, I guess, you know. So, Marianne, it's pretty nice in Michigan today. Oh, good. Yeah, it's pretty warm here, too. I'm glad. Kathy Bates, it's sunny and nice today in Massachusetts. Wow. Yeah, I think it's, you know, we got a break in the weather. Tara Ellis, hello from Arizona. Arizona, you know. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, sewing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. Great tune, right? Eagles, I always remember. I love those tunes. Reminds me of summertime. Aunt BB, good to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the car right now. Maybe I'll wait till 5 minutes. I'm at 3:40. 5 minutes, I'll get out of the car. I'll take a walk and I'll show you guys the surroundings here. It's pretty beautiful here too. The Hudson River. It's a little windy today, but other than that, it's just pretty damn beautiful. And I'll take a little walk and hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side. You guys remember Lou Reed? You guys mostly around my age. Sugar Plum Fairy came and hit the streets, looking for soul food and a place to eat. Went to the Apollo. You should have seen her go, go, go. I said, hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side. And the colored girls go, do, 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 do. I'm full of songs today. Look at that. Everything's reminding someone referring to the Dropkick Murphys. Candy Scarrett, you make me... Lou Reed. Lou Reed was a Long Island boy. He died pretty young, though. But it sounded like when he sang, it sounded like he was talking, you know. Milwaukee Civilian, how are you? And he's saying hello to everyone in the chat. So I'm going to get out of the car in a second. I'm almost at 5 minutes. I'm going to take a walk. Not on the wild side. This is Amanda Simpson, loving the vibe today, Bill. Good, I am too, Amanda. I'm happy to be live, you know. Okay, I'm going to take a walk outside and Gonna show you guys where I'm at right now. I got to keep my glasses on because I won't be able to see the chat if I don't, you know. Lock me car. Take a walk. I'm gonna show you guys. This is where we're at here. You can see the Hudson River. People love to come here just to walk, you know. It's sort of beautiful, you know. So, how's everyone doing so far? You liking the river? I hope I don't go out of range. Sometimes that happens, you know. You see that it's buffering, you know. It's a little colder than Isla Morada right now, but it's still pretty beautiful. Let me show you who just came in. Aunt Bibi, how are you guys? Here, let's look at the river. Maybe I'll take a little seat. I'll sit along the river. I went down to the river, and into the river we lie. Going down to the river we ride. What's going on, guys? When it's really bright, though, sometimes it's hard to see the chat. Let me see if I could see. Pauline Buckles, Sunshine and Blue Skies. There's another great tune, Pauline Buckles. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but blue skies from now on. I never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Worrying about the days scurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly by. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Coming up with a song a minute here. So here we are. You see it's a little bit windy out, right? This is the Hudson River. This flows all the way upstate to the Adirondacks, all the way up past Albany. It's a big, the Hudson River it's called, and goes into the city, of course, and then splits off. I guess it becomes the still the Hudson, I guess, the west side. On the west side, that's where, this is the river where Sully Sullenberg landed on, but much, you know, in the city, past the George Washington Bridge. Peter Pranzo, Lieutenant Pete, you know that, Lieutenant Pete. It's a great day, a beautiful day, a sunny day to be alive. Whether you're on the Hudson River or the North Shore of Long Island, it is a great day to be alive. Taking a little walk here. You know, I got a lot of things going on. In May, I think I told you guys, I got to get another, oh, they caught the woman who was involved in the shoving incident, an 87-year-old woman who was a coach, I think. She was something in the theater, and they caught the woman. She was probably a nutcase, you know. Yeah, it is beautiful here. Yeah, so anyway, talk to you guys. 52 people in the chat. Where's everyone else? Where's all my Irish people? Where's all my English people? Where's all the folks from Australia? Come on, you got, this isn't me garden. I'm out along the river. I made a big effort today to go along the river to talk to you guys. Come on, where is everybody? Kathy Bates, John Bear, voice coach. That's right, she was a voice coach. What a horror, right? There's so many, we call them EDPs, emotionally disturbed people, back in the day. Andy the Gabby Cabby, good to see you, buddy. Great to have you here. We used to call them EDPs, emotionally disturbed people, and back in the day, Lieutenant Pete's day, they just used to call them psycho. Uno who? I haven't seen you in so long. Where have you been, Uno who? My God. Some of you guys coming out of the woodwork. I gotta like send invitations. But you should be getting an invitation from YouTube telling you that I'm live. I'm going live in me cab. That's what Andy the Gabby Cabby says. I'm live on the road. I'm gonna pick people up at the airport. Andy the Gabby Cabby, good to see you. Know who? Good to see you, man. I love that name. It's a great name. Alicia Lloyd, just got the notification. I'm here. Beautiful view. Where are you? I'm along the Hudson River in a place called Croton, New York. Croton on the Hudson, they call it. A lot of people come here just to take walks. Let me show you. Here, I'm going to sit on this bench for a while. People must think I'm talking to myself. I guess they know you're talking to your phone because this guy's talking to his phone right here too. You know, people can't walk around anymore without being accompanied by something, you know, whether it be their phone or just talking to somebody. No one can ever be alone anymore, you know. Beautiful spot. Look at that. The other side of the river here is, yeah, it's Croton with Cannon. Yeah, Croton with Cannon. The other side of the river is Rockland County. So you see that big bridge that we have to cross, that now it's called the Mario M. Cuomo Bridge. I will forever call it the Tappan Zee Bridge. I will never call it the Cuomo Bridge. It's Tappan Zee. Andrew Cuomo renamed it after his father for God knows what reason. DP Infomus, lots of mafioso skeletons. I don't know, this is a little far north for them, you know. Barbara Riley, good to see you. Most of those skeletons are in down by Brooklyn, you know, in the Bronx. I don't think they come all the way up to Croton to dump a body, you know. So good to see all you guys. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, you know. Gorgeous day. How you doing? So people take a walk here. It's a beautiful place to walk. And, you know, let's take a little walk up here. You could see up further up the river used to be Indian Point Nuclear Power Plant, but they closed it. So, you know, because they have plenty of power. That's why we're paying $5 for gas, because they close all these damn nuclear power plants, you know. And here I am editorializing. Let's just have a good day. I don't need to editorialize. Just need to walk around. Any of you guys in the chat not subscribed to Police Off the Cuff? I don't know why you wouldn't be. Just go on our YouTube, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, give us a thumbs up. You can join our Patreon. I love, you know who the name came from my alter ego my dad had for my mom. It was an excuse for another gift. So, yeah, that's a great name. I love that name. You know who. Wonderful. I love nicknames, you know, because I was always the guy, like on the police department, I was always the guy naming people. There was a guy in street crime when I was there in 1988. His name was Tony DeMarco. And Tony was like 6'4", 275 pounds, solid muscle, you know? And I named him Mongo. And to this day, people call him Mongo. And I left street crime, but the name stuck. And he even told me a few years ago, I was talking to him on Facebook, and he says, you know, people still call me Mongo after all these years. Kathy Bates, member for 5 months, great to see you. Live and Let Die, that's a tough song to sing. Without the first note, forget it. That's a great song though, Paul McCartney. And it was the movie, Live and Let Die, the James Bond movie. I'm Mudcat from my baseball days, love that, that's a great name. Mickey Mantle, how to stay this year in London. Milwaukee civilian, keep pedestrians out of the frame. You might have to, yeah, I may have to pay them, you know, I don't know if you guys saw, I had this trailer that was really professionally done, and my son made it. My son's a film editor. And I used it a couple of times, but then I got hit with a copyright thing for the music, and my son told me he paid for the music, but apparently he didn't pay for the right thing, because if you're using it and you're monetized, they charge you a different fee. So I can't even use the trailer anymore until he settles the whole music thing. So he's got to get music that's non-copyright music, which is tough to do, but he's working on it for me. And I paid him, I paid my son $350 to do that. Nothing's free, man, even when you're dealing with family, you know? Everyone wants to get paid, you know? Nikki Bella, how are you, Nikki? Good to see you. So as you guys know, we got a great show tonight. 9 o'clock, Lou Veloz, retired ATF agent. And he has a book out, Storefront Sting. And it talks about how the ATF would open up these storefronts and they would buy guns and stolen cars and drugs and all of this stuff. And it was so very successful. And that's Lou Veloz. I have him on tonight. Lieutenant Pete, I think he knows every single person in the chat. It's unbelievable, you know? Every single person. Let's walk a little bit more. I gotta hang on to this phone because the wind's hitting and it almost blew it out of my hand, you know? My hat just almost came off too. So if you see my hat pulled tight around my head, you'll know why. How's the sound, you guys? It sounds. Look at this. Look at this. This must be left from St. Paddy's Day. All you Irish people, look at that. Tremendous, right? You know I have to sit at a bench like that, right? Look at that. You see that, guys? It's a shamrock. You know I got to sit at that bench, right? Isn't that good luck? No, Amanda, you listen. That's my oldest son did that to me. My oldest son unsubbed from a $7 a month Patreon. Yeah, my sons, they're good to me, right? After I paid their whole college, a private college, and they're unsubbing from my damn Patreon. No, this is my oldest son he's living in Denver now, and he works cybersecurity. And my youngest son is actually a film editor. So, okay, Lieutenant Pete, 5x5. That's an old police department thing where he's hearing good. He's hearing the sound good. 5x5, love it. Brings me back to, on the police radio. DP Infomis, you'll get an imprint on your back of the Shamrock. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good. I wasn't even going to go live today because I have 3 shows in a row this week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tonight, Lou Veloz, Wednesday night, the crowd favorite. You guys love Tommy Dades. Tommy Dades is coming back on. And we're going to do part 2 of Friends of the Family, the Mafia Cops. And Aunt Bibi, you're right. I should tell my son he better get back on Patreon, pay a lousy $7 a month to be a member, Crazy. I have to beg my kids. But I'm going back down to Isla Morada in, I think it's the 29th of April. And DP Infomis, the back skin is silly putty. So I'm going back down there. Let's get more of the thumbs up. Where are you thumbs up? We got 59 in the chat, but only 46 thumbs up. Come on, let's get the thumbs up. That's how we get more views after the fact, 60 people in the chat, only 46 thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up for you folks that didn't put the thumbs up, all right? 51, we're climbing. All right, let me take a little walk again. I'll walking along the river. You guys can see the river. If someone's walking toward me, they don't know they're going to be subject to being live on YouTube, But I think they'll get over it. What do you think? Live on YouTube, the Police Off the Cuff show. So, hello. Not too friendly. Sundown Farms, always a thumbs up. Here we are, walking. Coffee with Cannon, thumbs up. Look at that. Here we are, walking toward the river. People actually fish in this river. I don't know if it's clean enough really to eat the fish, but people catch striped bass and all kinds of other fish here, Here's a little memorial rock here. I don't know what it says. Let's go take a look, see what it says here. This is new. I didn't see this here last year. What do we got? Let's see. In memory, a bunch of people. You guys see in memory of Roland Bogartis, John Gockman, Ricky Gerhardt Martin, Kathleen Reedy, Arella C. Samisa, MD, memory of Mary Brem, Paul Hoffman, Stanley Kellerhouse, and Carl R. D. Alvia. That's sort of nice, right? I always think that XL want me to go to the West Coast from Greater Vancouver, K.H. Walker. Yeah, I've been to Vancouver. I spoke to someone on here once. A good friend of mine is a blues guitarist from Vancouver named James Burns. Great guy. He was an actor, and I met him in Italy years ago, and great player, great singer. Someone on here, I think it was, I think Maui Swift knows James Burns. Jay Casenza, hi, great show. Jimmy C. from Chicago, hey Jim. Mark Prince, hi from Fort Lauderdale. I wish I was back in Fort Lauderdale. K.H. Walker, you met Jim Burns? Great man, great guy, man. Love Jim Burns. I got to see him one of these days because we're both getting older, Sometimes when you wait too long, you wait way too long. I remember Steve Bonanno, rest his soul, he was a chief, and I was good buddies with him. And he got bad 9/11 cancer, and I had called him on the phone, and it was funny. He was such a humble guy. I called him on the phone, and he used to be the head of security after he retired at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. So I guess everyone was calling him for favors. So I called him one day, and he goes, "What do you need?" I go, "I don't need anything, Steve. I just called to see how you're doing. I don't need anything. I have a job. I'm not looking for a job. I wanted to see how you're doing." And he goes, "Oh, okay." He was getting all kinds of nasty treatments for cancer. And I said, "Well, why don't we have a burger and a beer one day?" He goes, "I'd love that." And you know something? I waited too long. I think 3 weeks later he was dead. And the NYPD lost a superstar. And not just the NYPD, his family, nicest guy in the world, Steve Bonanno. And he was the commanding officer of 2-3 when I was in the squad there. And great guy, great guy. And a lot of you guys probably in the chat that are NYPD know who Steve Bonanno. Sorry guys, I know we lost it for a second, but it came back on. Cancer sucks. Very windy up here in New Hampshire. John Donahue, John, I'm going to read, I have what you sent me, and I'm going to read a tribute to that officer today at the very beginning of the show. Thank you for sending me that. I am honored to read that. The officer from Virginia who was killed in a domestic violence incident at a place of business. And the officer was only, I'm sorry I don't have his name with me right now. The officer was only on the job for 1 year. Former United States Marine, 4 daughters, and he lost his life in this domestic violence incident. And horrible, and we'll pay tribute to him on tonight's show. X Little Mermaid 85X. It's really windy here in Southern Cal today. Yeah, John Donahue, no problem, buddy. DP Infomiss recently. The officer was killed, I believe it was on the 14th of this month. It was in Virginia. I don't have the information in front of me. It was a small town. And I know John Donahue's, I think his cousin is the chief there. And this little small town police is taking it really hard that they lost one of their own, Yeah, so we'll talk about it on tonight's show. And, that's the chances that cops take, but, horrible, 1 year on the job, a Marine, a United States Marine, 4 daughters, and he lost his life, You never know when it could happen, You always have to be prepared. Rich Carver, hello everyone. Hey Rich, good to see you, buddy. So I'm seeing, I'm sorry to hear about that. What a shame. Betty Smith, Fiber Floozy Crafts. Hello everyone. Crazy names. I'm seeing some crazy names. So you see in the Hudson River, right? Beautiful. Just walking. So tragic, Amanda Simpson. You know that. So, yep. Fiber Floozy Crafts. What does that mean, Fiber Floozy Crafts? What's that name? I'm afraid to ask almost, But it's a funny name, Fiber Floozy Crafts. Great. Beautiful. Yeah, it is beautiful. Let me just point it toward the river. Walking along. I went down to the river, and into the river she lies. Going down to the river, she hides. I got a job working construction for the Johnstown Company. Lately they say there's no work on account of the economy. Me and Mary, we met in high school when she was just 17. I can't believe I'm even remembering these words, Rolling, roll. Oh yeah, well first you got to start out. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost the good side of the city till I took a ride on a riverboat queen. Big wheels that keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning, burning, rolling, rolling on the river. Mudcat, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been, Mudcat? Great to see you guys. Can't believe I've been doing this already for 25 minutes. Took a little walk, talked to you guys. Time goes fast, you know. Let me walk across the grass so I'm not in the way of all these folks walking their dogs. That's the train over there. You can see that now they're starting to get graffiti again, even up in Croton, New York. They're graffitiing trains. What do you think this is, New York City? They think it's the New York City subways. But you know who? You know who is in the chat. Great, right? Healthy place. Nice place up here, you know. I live like 10 minutes from here, so I just fly up the river in my car. DP Infomist, thank you. You took my mind off the war. Yeah, isn't that horrible? I know, I was like, yeah, I played in bands back in the day, but I just play guitar, and I like to play. And I play just for myself, no pressure. I like to play, you know, and I'm decent. I'm a decent guitar player, not great, but I love to play. I wish I played more than I do, you know. I think to play an instrument, any one of you guys out there, whether you play piano, guitar, anything, if you don't practice, you don't get any better. You just stay where you are, you know. You just stay at the level you are, and that's okay. But if you want to get better, you got to keep playing. Pete Pranzo, don't tell me you play saxophone. Do you really, Lieutenant Pete? I hope you, if you play, I hope you're still staying with it and practicing once in a while. That's a hard instrument to get a sound out of, the saxophone, man. It's not easy. Pretty damn tough, right? But Lieutenant Pete, you got to play us a tune one day, you know. Amanda Simpson, music feeds the soul, really loving the tunes. Peter Pranzo does play he does play the sax. You'd never know that, right? He's a humble guy. Saxophone. Wow, that's so cool. I love that instrument. Tough instrument to play, though, too. Matt Drake, what's up, Bill? Where's Philly? Oh, Philly, I don't know. He's probably lost somewhere in Brooklyn right now. You know, it's too early in the week to be making the sauce, though, right? Someone just gave me a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Who was that? Do Infomist. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Richella Pranzo, I got a keyboard for my 75th birthday and just started teaching. That's Richella. That is so great. I mean, that's the greatest instrument I think you can possibly play is the piano, because it's limitless what you could do with it, you know? So many tunes. That's most songwriters write on piano, you know? Although that's not totally true. How about Bob Dylan? He wrote using the guitar, you know? A lot of guys write using the guitar, but the piano. Mickey Mantle, I love saxophone. Always reminds me of New York at night. Pauline Buckles, I love to have a keyboard, Richella. Yeah, saxophone is so cool, you know? That I love the sax. You guys ever hear the tune New York State of Mind by Billy Joel? There's a great saxophone solo on that, you know? You know that tune. Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in the New York State of Mind. Well, there's a great saxophone solo on that tune, and it's wonderful. You know, during 9/11, after 9/11, music helped to bring the city back. They had that concert for New York at Madison Square Garden, and it was every major rock star came and played, and it was so appreciated. And Billy Joel played this tune. I forget what it's called right now, but it really is about almost like the end of the end of the world. And it's like, I seen the lights go out on Broadway. I saw the Empire State laid low. That was, I can't think of this. It's Miami 2040 or something like that. Tremendous tune. And all these great rock stars played at the concert for New York for 9/11. It was pretty amazing. But for some reason, none of the, how are you? For some reason, none of the tickets made it up to Manhattan North. All of them stayed in the South. We always used to accuse them of that. The North, they didn't like us in the North. We were too ornery. our suits and ties weren't as nice as the ones in the South, you know. But we did pretty good today, guys. 84 people gave a thumbs up. I got a super chat. I mean, I can't complain about that, right? I'm gonna go sit back in my car and continue this for a few more minutes, and then I think I'm gonna head home, you know. But it was great talking to you guys. I still have the, there we go. Good to see all you guys today. You know, you don't know how this is, besides you guys, this is like therapy for me too. I enjoy it. I really enjoy talking to you guys. It's a hell of a lot of fun. I wonder, you know, if Philly's out and about, he you know, he usually jumps on. He must not have gotten, excuse me, he must not have gotten the warning that I was on the air. DP Infamous, my birthday is December 14th, so I'm a Sagittarius. Bryce, Gordon Lightfoot, great songwriter. David Kahn, look forward to this every day. Thank you, Billy. Thank you for joining me, man. It's really great. I love doing this podcast. It's so challenging. It's so challenging doing the research. It's so challenging coming up with new topics that you guys want to hear, you guys want to talk about. And as I said tonight, I have Lou Veloz, a retired ATF agent. Tomorrow night, oh my God, Tommy Dades is the superstar. Everyone loves hearing Tommy Dades. What a character, right? If they don't make the Friends of the Family, the book about the mafia cops, if they don't make that a movie, I don't know why, you know, they're missing it. They're really missing it, you know. It's such a great story. And I think, you know, with the defund the police thing and all that stuff, a lot of cop movies became unpopular for a while. You know, they don't want to make movies about cops anymore. But, you know, something, they're going to all come back. They're going to come back with a vengeance because it's a great topic, you know. It's actually a genre of film. When I was in college at Buffalo State, back in the day, back in the dinosaur days, I actually took a, hey, Mike Pisano, good to see you, buddy. 3-0 Squad, another member of the service. Mike, great to see you. I've been seeing you lately in the chat. It's a pleasure to have other cops here. 7 thumbs up, guys. We need 7 more thumbs up. I'm not getting off the air till I hit 100. I need the 7 more thumbs up. If you haven't given it a thumbs up, all we need is 7 more. And Ryan Investigative Group. There's Bill Ryan. Now we only need 6. We only need 3. Pauline Buckles. Yeah, it's great to see all you. Oh, we hit 100. Whoa, amazing. You know, some folks just lay back. 102. Cage Walker, great to see you. Some people just lay back. You know, we get thousands and thousands of views of our podcast on Facebook, but it doesn't do us any good because we're monetized on YouTube. So all the folks, and I guarantee it's a lot of cops, all the cops watching on Facebook, please go on YouTube and subscribe. Facebook doesn't help us, but I put it up there just because I don't want to lose the whole Facebook audience. You know, I want to have a big audience, so I put it on Facebook. But wow, we're at 107. Wow, look at that, fantastic. Thank you guys for listening. It's a little different, you know. Take a walk on the Hudson River. Hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side. Little Joe never once gave it away. Everyone had to pay and pay. A hustle here and a hustle there. New York City's a place where they said, hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey, honey, take a walk on the wild side. And the color girls go, do, 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 do. Lou Reed, for you guys that don't know. You know, I was working out in the gym the other day, and there's this young girl next to me, and I've seen her in the gym a lot of times. And I asked her, I go, what's your name? And she goes, my name's Kayla. So I thought, what a pretty name, you know. So I went home, and the next day I see her again, and I go, Kayla. And she goes, oh, you remembered? I go, yeah, you know how I remembered? And she goes, how? I go, I just remembered it as Layla, the great song by Eric Clapton. And do you know she had no idea? She didn't know the song Layla. I was like, come on. I'm not dating myself. I'm not that old. You don't know Layla? And then I sung a few bars for her. She goes, oh yeah, I've heard that song before. But I think anyone our age and from the rock and roll era knows Eric Clapton and would know the song Layla. It was one of the most famous songs. And then he also did it as an unplugged version, right? And yeah, remember Unplugged on MTV? He did Layla on that too, and he played a slowed down version. It was really a really cool version. And Tara Ellis, I'm loving the singing today. I used to play guitar for my kids when they were in my wife's womb. Not her room, her womb, when they weren't born yet. So they probably heard some of the tunes, and when they were born, they were like, oh, it was you that was playing all along, you know? So my kids like music, and they know all the tunes that I like, you know? I love when kids come up to you. When my kids were young, they go, Dad, I heard this new band. I go, what was the name of it? They go, The Beatles. They're really good. I was like, oh, yeah. I got to see Eric Clapton at the Garden play Layla with Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck and members of the Rolling Stones. That's Bill there from Ryan Investigative Group. Bill Ryan. Clapton, they used to say Clapton is God. He was the God of all guitarists. He was the best. Amanda Simpson, your vacation did you well. You know, Amanda, it's always good to get away, get the hell out, you know, regenerate yourself, have some fun, you know, have some laughs. In my case, I did some great fishing. It's just incredible. Oh, Boston, yeah, Trish Norman. Boston was a good band. Yeah, they were, but they were only around for maybe 4 or 5 years, though, right? They were sort of a flash in the pan band. They were big, but they didn't have the staying power, I guess, you know. How about the bands that are like the one-hit wonders, you know? You can name a few of them, right? But I don't know. We came from the era where it was the best music probably in rock and roll history, 60s, 70s, right? The greatest tunes. And now it's a little different. There's all different genres that aren't rock and roll, but everyone's... Well, you know, they always try to squeeze music into a certain genre. Oh, is that rock? Is that country? What city was Boston from? Milwaukee Civilian. What color was George Washington's white horse? Is the same question. Guys, someone put up Van Morrison. Van Morrison is probably one of my favorite songwriters of all time. The Little Irishman. He's mad. He's always angry, but he's amazing. Lieutenant Pete Doo-Wop. That was from the 50s, right? I like when songwriters can write a song like a certain era, you know, like the Beatles did that with back in the USSR, and they gave a sort of tribute to the Beach Boys, and that part of the song goes, whoa, whoa, the Ukraine girls really knock me out. They leave the West behind. Moscow girls make me sing and shout. That JoJo is always on my mind. That was a tribute to the Beach Boys. The Beatles even said that. If you can hear that California beach sound in that back in the USSR, that particular part of the song. You know, folks, I'm coming up on 40 minutes. I thought I was going to do like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but you guys have allowed me to talk this long. Thank you so much for coming into the chat. Tara Ellis, my dad was a rock and roll enthusiast. James Taylor also gets great. The band Heart is, oh my God, Heart. I love Heart. I think they're fantastic. The Wilson sisters. I like the one who's the really good guitar player. She can play. She can really play, you know. Marie Green. Okay, guys, so thank you so much. I'm coming up on 40 minutes. I'm going to say goodbye. Everyone, if you're not subscribed, please go on our YouTube, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up. Tonight, Lou Veloz, a retired ATF agent, is going to be on Police Off the Cuff, Real Crime Stories with Phil Grimaldi and myself. Tune in tonight, guys. It'd be great to see you. Have a great day. Bye now.